Hey Dynasty members, what's going on? This is Alex Becker, and what we'll be covering in this video is I'm going to be showing you basically the step-by-step thought process that was going through my head as I kind of shot and wrote a video that went on to do about close to $500,000 in sales, and that was of course the SEO Zen video. Now, the thing I want to touch on before we get into this is that I don't want you to primarily look at it as the way to launch SEO Zen or the way to launch an SEO siloing product. That's not what I want you to take away from this. What I want you to do, and what I'm going to be pointing out, is what I'm doing in the video, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, and what the impact is on how to convert and get people to do basically, give the product money, basically. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be going through the video. We're going to be watching it kind of together. It's only a 5-minute video, but it, like I said, it did just amazing volumes of sales, and I'm just going to show you everything that's going on there, every single sale tactic that I'm using in there to basically just have a lot of success. And I want you to go and take these tactics and apply them to other sales videos you might be making. And just to lay it out there real quick, sales videos are just the way to sell things on the internet right now. There's a very strong reason why I do episodes of Source TV instead of blog posts now. There's reasons why every one of our products has sales videos. There's reasons why I usually only do sales videos for my products. It's just because you can communicate so much better and build so much more stuff to get people to give you money, kind of things going on right there. So with that being said, guys, let's hop over to the video and let's just get started. Alright guys, we're looking at the video now. What I'm going to be doing is just pausing the video and literally telling you exactly what's going on. This is just the easy, most transparent way to do this. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about right there, and the first thing you saw happen, was a completely silent intro. And, it might be obvious to you why I did that, it might not be. The reason why I did that is because if you saw on the sales page, there was headlines and whatnot. Now, on any pages you do, or anything you do, you really don't want to start the video off with sound. You want to start it off with just motion kind of floating around, etc. kind of stuff. Unless, of course, it's a video with a single page, and of course, on a single page where there's really nothing going on except the video. Most of the time, if you're selling an SEO service from your site, or you're doing an intro video on your site, that's not going to be the case. So what I suggest you do is always start a video off silently with some motion kind of floating around in a direction to tell people to watch the video, so that by the time people's eyes get to the video, then it starts playing. All right, the last thing you want to happen on any of your sites, or when you're selling anything, is a person to come on page, and before they can even comprehend what's going on, someone's like, "Ah!" Just out of nowhere. I'm sure you've played a YouTube video before with your sound up too loud, and it just completely turns you off when it scares you. So the first thing you don't want to do is scare people. You want to let them know a video is about to play, whether you have a countdown or something like that, and then get going into what you're about to say. All right. Next few seconds, I just want to show you about a site I created right here. You can see it's ranking number 2 in Google for a surgery-related term. I'm going to be running out these pages to surgeons in a little bit. But the cool thing about this site is it's ranking for dozens of terms like this, all based around a very expensive surgery that I can sell to virtually anybody. Now, the crazy thing about this is this site literally took me 60 seconds to make from start to finish with a push-button software. And it only took me 3 days to get rankings like this. And that's exactly what you're going to be seeing in this video. And on top of that, if you watch this video, I'm going to be showing you somewhere you can go to get a free... Alright guys, so what's going on here? And this is something I actually added in at the last second with SEO Zen on Alex's recommendations. And what's going on here is we're capturing our target audience, and we're capturing their curiosity. All right, a lot of videos start off with, hey, we got this cool software, it does all this kind of stuff, or hey, we got this great service, blah, blah, blah. I'm literally just showing them firsthand, hey, look, I did this, and then I make a very over-dramatic statement. Now, with SEO Zen, the reason why I keep going back to 60 seconds is it's almost like a magic show type thing. Whenever you're selling a service or something like that, you want a magic, almost unbelievable kind of promise or guarantee or something like that. Now, don't go putting yourself in a hole with that kind of stuff, but if you ever remember like Domino's Pizza with a 60-second or 30-minute guarantee and stuff like that, if you can make people go, I don't know if this is true, I don't know if I could believe that, it creates curiosity to want to either be proven right or proven wrong. So the way I start this video off is just showing them pure results. I'm not saying it's from a software, I'm not saying it's from anything. I'm just saying, look, I'm on the first page of Google right here, and I did it literally in 60 seconds with no work. just bam, and that's what you're going to see in this video. I'm not saying, hey, you're going to see a sales pitch, you're not going to see anything. And if you're an SEO, and if I told you I got first page of Google in 60 seconds within 3 days, you're going to want to know. So that's what you want to also keep in mind whenever you're selling or anything like that, creating a sales video for your search or anything like that. If you can ever start off with just something really crazy happening or some really crazy something that a lot of people would want, that's awesome. For example, like I'm just going to put it in terms of not even SEO. If I was selling a dating product or something like that, for example, I'm actually going to be working on a dating product really soon, I would open it up with maybe a guy going up and approaching a girl, and so people are just watching that, so like, what's going to happen, and the girl reacting, positively. This could, of course, be like kind of a reality fashion format, so that people get curious and they want to see the results, they want to see what's going to happen, they want to know what's going to happen next, and that's exactly what's going on in this video. So on your services site and stuff like that, what you could start off with is maybe like your surgical client or your niche client, saying this is just for high-end clients, starting off with you having just a conversation like, well, I can't believe how well you did last month. You did over tripled sales from, just a random little process that you got this guy to meet, or something like that, where you start off results first, but you don't really talk about how the results got there. It just creates a lot of curiosity and people want to see what's happening next. Now, next thing you're going to see real quick, I'm just going to play the rest of this snippet. Report, they'll show you exactly how I set up this site, content and everything, so you can copy down the exact strategy I used for yourself. Before we get into that though, I want to talk to you about a crippling medical condition. Alright, so next thing I say is, hey, if you just watch the rest of this video, at the end of it I'm going to tell you where to get a free report. Alright, why do I do that? One of two things. First off, when people come to a sales page, they're going to be in different moods. Some people might not be ready to buy, some people might be more curious, some people might not even know what a silo is. It doesn't mean we don't want those people as customers. It doesn't mean we don't want them to be a part of SourceWave in the future. So what I do, first off, I say, hey, look, even if you just watch this video, even if you don't buy it, you get a free report. I'm going to tell you where it is at the end of this video. Now, that does a second thing right there. I'm literally telling a person, hey, if you watch this whole entire video, then we'll give you something for it. All right, I know you value your money, so we're going to show you how we do it anyways. A free report showing you exactly what happened. That little thing right there netted us 2,000 extra emails right there. And imagine that over the course of time at your business and something like that. Always having somewhere else where people can respond. Maybe they're not ready to hop on with your high-end client SEO yet, but they probably would like to hear more about it. They'd probably like to be on a list for the future, or get updates, or maybe a product that you have targeting that niche. So keep that always in mind. Always have a way to capture every single person who comes to a page on their varying level of willingness to respond. Is affecting the SEO community. Hey there, my name. All right, so I'm pausing every 3 seconds. So the next thing I say is, hey, I want to talk to you about a crippling disorder that's poisoning the SEO community. All right, why do I say that? Because it's just so bizarre and out there. No one's ever seen that in a sales video before, and literally just making something up that's like that most people react negatively to gets their interest right away. Now let's just start with the rest of the video.
My name is Alex Becker, and if you focus on me for the next few moments, I'm going to tell you about a life-crippling, soul-sucking medical...
Alright, so real quickly, as I start that video right there, I point at me and say, if you focus on me in the next few seconds, I'm going to tell you about something that's crippling your health. Alright? What a better way to get attention than that? Alright, focus on me so you can be healthy. Alright, focus on me so you cannot be suffering from this crippling condition. Alright, the condition's completely made up. And at no point in time I'm like insulting the intelligence of people watching this video. It just creates interest. So let's continue.
Disorder that's affecting 99.5% of the SEO community.
All right, so what I do right there, I say it might be affecting you. It affects 99.5% of the SEO community. So you can really see what I'm doing at the beginning of this video is I'm not really trying to sell anything whatsoever. That's not how you want to start off videos. A lot of times you want to have people's attention so they can digest exactly what you're about to sell them. If you do not have people's attention, they cannot understand you. All right, and it's a very common sense thing. If you were not paying attention to me right now, you would not understand what I'm saying. If people don't understand you, they can't buy from you. All right, they can't have desire to get what you want. So all I'm doing right here is saying this might be affecting you. So of course people want to know if it's affecting them or not. And I'm not doing any selling right now. I'm just playing off people's desire to think of themselves. I say this might be affecting you, and people are instantly thinking about themselves and how it's affecting them and stuff like that. So not that people are like bad people, that's just human nature right there.
And this is, of course, the waste too much fiddle sticking time disorder, or WTFT disorder, as the scientific community calls it.
Just real quick, you see what I did right there? Just make a really funny abbreviation right off the bat right there, but also try to get into words, what WTF, right? So I'm just dramming people's senses with just so much attention grabbing, just bizarre stuff that they're gonna have to listen to what I'm saying here in a sec. So let's continue.
And it makes us here at SourceWave one of the largest SEO brands online very, very sad. Now, WTFT is a silent killer in the...
So again, you're seeing right there, I just mentioned to also throw out, while I have their attention, I'm mentioning that we're one of the largest brands online, throw in something funny, all right? Constantly dragging their interest back and then hitting them with something that's important so they will trust me a little bit later on.
The SEO community. So we set up a series of questions that you can ask yourself right now to see if you have WTFT disorder. Have you in the past year spent more than 15 seconds doing any of the following, such as optimizing your website, siloing your website? I mean, that really sucks. Creating relevant content for your site, that really, really sucks. Going out there and monetizing your site, or even going out there and building PR links to increase the ranking of your website. Now,
so what I did right there, how did I get people to acknowledge that they have those problems? I say, all right, look, I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and if you've done these in the past year, then you're suffering from this crippling disorder. So why did I say all that? I make people realize that they have those problems without saying, look, if you're a person who has trouble with this, this, and this, you need to buy X and Y, Z product. Instead, I make them acknowledge that they have the issues before I even try to sell them something. And part of selling anybody anything is making them first realize there is a problem. That's a problem right there. I identify the problem before I even mention a solution. All right. One weird thing that people start off on sales pages, they don't really use the curiosity and drag it in to an actual. They just go straight to the solution without really addressing the problem. So let's continue. And just keep in mind, I have driven all their attention to those problems, and they're now like, okay, well, if I've done those 5 things, I need to listen to them. All right. So let's keep going.
Now, if your answer was yes to any of the above, you are suffering from WTFT disorder and are slowly killing your chances at rankings and making money with SEO. The issue is you need all of those things to rank, and because of the time it takes to do them or the cost it takes to outsource them, being an efficient SEO is next to impossible.
So what I've done there, I made them realize they have all those problems, and then I make them understand why those problems are a problem. All right, a lot of people might think, that's just stuff I've done in the past. That's just completely normal stuff. And I say, well, because of the time it takes to do that, you can't be an effective SEO. And frankly, it's hard to get all those right in the first place. All right, so let's continue. And just keep in mind what I'm doing there is saying, okay, this is the problems you're having. You just told me you have the problems. These apply to you. All right, well, this is stopping you from being an effective SEO. Let me tell you how you can fix this.
Sourcewave, for years, we've been helping thousands of SEOs, and what we do just plain works. You can see all the crazy testimonials and results people are getting. Don't do that right now because I'm about...
All right, so really quickly, I do something really, really subtle there. All right, I may say, all right, look at Sourcewave, we're helping thousands of people. You're going to see all the crazy testimonials around this page, and what the person's going to do is they're going to scroll up and down the page to look for those testimonials, or look around the page for testimonials. And I say, wait, don't hold it right there. You need to keep paying attention to this video. So what they work out in their head is that the testimonials are going to be in the page. They can check them out later. They're already there. So they're in their head. They think, okay, wow. All right, the testimonials are already there. They're already there. They have all the proof that it works. So that what he's about to tell me must be true. All right, very, very subtle thing is say, all right, you go look. You can see all the testimonials anywhere. Don't go do that right now. All right, you see how I'm directing them. I'm constantly directing and telling them what to do and controlling their attention. All right, so let's keep going.
To show you something very cool. And we've created a push button solution that in just 60 seconds creates sites that just plain rank. The secret is our silo automation techniques that build sites and optimizes them in such a way that Google is absolutely addicted to them. It's sort of a little creepy. And while it's doing this, it's also fully optimizing the site by putting unique, relevant, copy-escape passable content on the entire site, all relevant, while monetizing the site and building high PR links to the site to increase its rankings. And it does this all in less than 60 seconds. Don't believe me?
Okay, so you see what I did there? I made them realize they have all those problems and issues. Okay, great. Great. We have them in the spot where they want. So what I do is I say, look, I can solve all your problems with a push button system. It only takes 60 seconds. All right, that sounds just like such a BS, like I don't believe you. And then I list all the solutions to the problems we were having before, the direct solutions to them. And I say, you know all those problems you just told me you have, you know the problems that are stopping you from getting effective SEO. If you just press this button, all these will be taken care of in the next 60 seconds. All right, of course the person's going to go, well, I don't believe you. That's absolutely crazy. And they're going to want to watch the rest of the video. So you see what I've done right here. I've in the whole entire video, I've caught their attention with craziness. Pattern interrupt, if that's what you want to throw it out there. Well, every now and then throwing in authority, throwing in stuff so they go, okay, well this isn't obviously just some guy making a funny video. This guy has a lot of authority going for them. Constantly directing them and telling them what to do and using their own self-interest to create interest in what I'm saying. All right. Then what I'm also doing right there is I'm saying, all right, now that I have your interest, if you have these problems, then this applies to you. Of course, they have all the problems. Every SEO has those problems. So I go, all right, I have this issues. This video applies to me. All right. Then I go, all right, well, here you can't have these issues or you're not going to be an effective SEO. And they go, okay, well, I want to be an effective SEO. All right. So what I say is I can solve all these in 60 seconds with a push button system. All right. As salesy as that is, the person goes, I don't believe you. All right. They don't believe me. That's why I say don't believe me. And I match what I'm doing right there is I match exactly what is going on with their heads. So they go, okay, yeah, I don't believe you. And then they're going to be, I'm going to say, look, I'll prove you wrong. I understand where you're coming from. I'll prove you wrong. Just watch the rest of this video. Boom, I have them hooked for the part of the video that most people start with. All right, so let's play real quick.
It's all right. Most WTFTers do not. Let me prove it to you live right before your eyes on my computer right now. Let's go over there.
All right, so you can see what I do right there really quickly. And I'm going to show you a bunch of subtle things that happened at the very beginning of this video, all right? But one thing I say right there is, all right, most WTFers do not. I'm like, okay, well, you fall into the retarded person group, all right? I'm not being mean at all, but you fall into the stupid people group. It's okay. I get that. And they're like, no, I'm not in the stupid people group. I'm like, it's okay. Just watch this video and you won't have to. So they're riled up now. They're going to watch this video. And one thing I want you to notice, I'm just going to play the first few seconds of the video. All right, let's put the pedal to the metal. I'm going to put a clock down here, and I'm about to start it. And in 60 seconds, just 60 seconds from now, you're going to see me create a fully siloed site full of unique, relevant, copyscape, passable content. It's going to be fully monetized, and I'm going to get a PR6 link or PR5. All right, so what I want you to notice, and I don't know if you can notice from the speaker right now, but the final countdown starts playing as I throw this clock down, all right? The whole energy of the video picks up, so the second they see the software, the motions go up there. It's like they're at a freaking magic show. I don't know if you've ever seen Job from Arrested Development, all that stuff. But this clock goes down. It's literally like I'm on stage. Like I'm going to escape from this box in 60 seconds. This magic show, like music starts playing and stuff like that, and the whole energy of the video picks up. And I'm like doing this death-defying act in front of them. Creates massive interest and excitement about the software. Instead, how most people go out there when they're doing their software or their service, they just kind of boring, walking through the person through it. They get really bored. Instead of this, I've made my display of the software like a death-defying act where I'm jumping off a building and doing something that they don't believe is going to happen or I'm going to be able to survive, right? And this is something that's really, really important. Whenever you're showing off your service and stuff like that, you want to try and make it into an exciting demonstration. It gets people excited, like trying to prove you wrong and stuff like that. I see so many sales videos where people just started off and it's just, this is what the software does, this is what it's going to do. And even while they're showing the benefits, and the benefits are great, people aren't excited, all right? They're not getting waved up. I have people just going, oh, he's not going to beat the clock, or how's he going to beat the clock in 60 seconds? How's he going to do all this? And I literally have all this interest because I made my sale into like an act instead of that, all right? And that's very, 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 very powerful stuff right there. Try and make your presentations or demonstrations of what your product, service, or anything can do for people like an entertaining show that they want to know the outcome, all right? When you have that, you have them hooked. When you have their excitement levels connected to your product, then you just at the end of it, you're like, wow, look at this, I got it in 60 seconds, all right, go to the buy button, and then boom, all right? So let's keep going. Link going to it all within 60 seconds. So let's start the clock. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do real quick is grab my keywords that I want my site to be about. And let's imagine my affiliate link is like surgery.com for this instance, all right? I'm gonna populate the page with an article and a YouTube video. I'm just gonna hit update. Okay, stop the clock real quick. I'm gonna show you what I've literally done in about 15 seconds. And as you can see, it's pulled a relevant article, it's pulled a relevant YouTube video, best cosmetic surgeons in Plano, exactly the keyword that I asked for right there. I can click here for more info. That would be my affiliate link and whatnot. And as we go through real quick, you can see the silos all the way up to the top of the silo. It's absolutely crazy. And the thing is, right here, if you go right here and we throw this in Copyscape real quick, I'm going to go grab this article real quick. You can actually read it first. Rhinoplasty is a term that is made to describe a kind of plastic surgery done. All right, so what I want to know is, I want you to catch on to real quick, is the pace of the video never slows down. And I had that only go to 10 seconds to make a very big point. And look at everything I've done in the past 10 seconds. Now people thought we were going to do all this stuff in 60 seconds. Literally 90% of the job is done in 10 seconds. First off, people wowed by that. Always try and like set like something that like this big goal that people think is like really short and like, oh my god, he can't do that in a time period, and then beat it and crush it, and then people are like, holy moly. All right. You also notice how I'm editing the video. All right. I don't pause around and do like there's of course loading times and stuff between the pages and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. You see how I never stop the pace of the video. I never let it die down since the music started, since the magic show began. All right, I'm going to call this the magic show tactic. I never let the video die down. And I cut out all the editing when there's downtime. I cut out all the editing when I'm searching for something. I even cut out the editing, you'll see right here, between Copyscape and throwing this in there.
designed for the nose. Lots of people choose to have it done merely because they're really sick with their nose. Fully readable content. And then I go right here, let me throw it in Qzx500. You can see there's no results found. It's 100% unique. I literally have 100% unique, readable, relevant article on my site. This site is done. Now, you can see in this time it's pulled a YouTube video, pulled...
One thing I want you to also notice real quick is how I'm not really spending too much time explaining anything. I'm just showing benefits, 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 benefits. Look at this, look at this, look at what it's done. Building excitement, keeping up that pace till the end of the video where I tell people, are you excited? Yes, go do this. All right, so let's watch a little bit more of this. You'll just see a lot more of the same old stuff in the kind of product demonstration. Just remember, the big thing to take away is make your product demonstration an exciting thing. All right, make it exciting where people are just floored by it. All right, don't ever explain what's going on, and make it a show. All right, so keep that in mind.
Everything together. All right, all within 15 seconds. Now let's go back. I'm going to start the clock again, and I want to monetize all this content. Maybe if I had a surgeon to link to or whatnot, which I probably will be doing with this site. All right, so I've hopped over to the monetization section in Zen. And what I'm going to do right when I start the clock is show you how easy it is to monetize the entire site.
Again, just notice how quickly I'm moving between stuff. All right, the pace never slows
Boom,
down.
just like that. Anytime the word rhinoplasty comes up on my site, it links to my affiliate link or whatever I want to link out to. Boom, my site was monetized in about 5 seconds. All right, so we have a fully created site right here. We have unique content. We have everything we could possibly ever need in our site to get the rank, except for backlinks. So let's go get a PR6 backlink real quick. All right, guys, so I've gone into the SEO Zen PR linking section. I'm going to start the clock again. I'm going to go get a link literally right before your eyes. All right, so I typed in surgery. My keyword has brought back a bunch of sites, arranged them by their PR that I can get links from. Let's go to this first site right here and get a link. All right, we got a site right here, and I'm going to verify the PR real quick. Boom, this is a PR6 site. This is a PR6 page I'm getting a link from right here. So I'm going to...
One thing I want you guys to take away really quickly, all right, notice how much we're moving around. Notice how much moving stuff and how we're flipping from things so quick to quick and just bouncing between everything. There's moving videos in the background. I did that on purpose. It's so people get their attention. There's a reason why in commercials it changes the frame every 3 seconds, all right? That's exactly what I'm doing here too, just moving around, exciting, exciting, exciting. People want to feel the feeling they want to buy something, all right? I'm not going to telling them the description, the feature is completely pointless. Building excitement and desire for the product is what I'm doing. That's just exactly what I'm focusing on, and keeping it exciting. Constantly stuff moving around. The clock's always moving. There's something always ticking. There's something chasing me down, all right? So keep that in mind.
Go down real quick. The clock is ticking. I'm going to go and put my website in right here.
Also, probably didn't help that the first comment right after it was Hitler's public relationship expert said, and then all this other stuff right here, all right? Just kind of luck of the draw right there, but use some common sense, all right?
I'm going to put my keyword in right here, rhinoplasty, plano, all right? Put, wow, this is crazy, and boom, hit submit content. Boom, just like that, I have a PR6 link going to my website, all within 60 seconds, guys. The clock has been stopped. Look at what I've done in 1 minute's time. I have gone on there just as promised and made it completely siloed, relevant content, readable content, Qzx500 passable content, all styled together with relevant YouTube videos, fully monetized, and gotten a PR6 page link going to my site within 60 seconds. Now what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to wait a few days and let's see where this is ranking.
All right, so what I'm doing right here, of course, I've wrapped up everything I've done. I'm wrapping up everything. I look at everything I've done in the past 60 seconds. Look at everything I've done in the past 60 seconds. Now, one powerful thing I want you to take away really quickly for what I'm doing, and what I always try to put in sales videos, is what I like to call the insanity workout strategy. And if you've ever seen the insanity workout sales video, it's a very good one. You'll see a lot of people, it's always just before and after, before and after, before and after. If you do not have before and afters in your sales video, it absolutely cripples them. So what I'm doing is to say, let's see in 3 days what happened, and doing a before and after, just so I can be like, look, this is before Zen, this is after Zen, before Zen, after Zen, all right, over and over again. It's a very, very powerful thing. All right, I've got them excited. Now I'm going to be like, look, before and after, before and after, before and after. So they go, oh, okay, yeah, it works too. It gets results. Wow, I'm not only excited about this, look at the show, but it also gets results. Where's the buy button? All right.
In a few days' time. All right, guys, run Google real quick. It's about 3 days later. I just want to check where my site is ranking. You can see right here, number 3 in Google for rhinoplasty surgery plano. Right, just like that. I could rent this page out to a rhinoplasty surgeon just like that. You can see same site, everything real quick. Boom, right there. Now, if we go back to Google real quick, we can even type in something like rhinoplasty surgery plano. We go down a little bit, we got the site right here again.
Again, right here, just showing how well it works. No real sales strategy going on right here, so don't look for anything too crazy.
Rhinoplasty surgeons, rhinoplasty surgery plane. Okay? Again, all this right here, verified with this rank checking tool right in front of you. Right here, you can see it.
Alright, so one thing I want to lay out there real quick. Anytime you can go and verify stuff, alright, people always want it verified. This is why you'll see in salespeople, people logging in their ClickBank account and stuff like that. Now, there's different lengths of verifying you can go to, alright? You know, I could have dug down, done all sorts of stuff, like look at the backlinks and stuff like that. But what you want to do, people, the one thing I want you to take away from this is that people just want to be verified, whether the verifications are really that accurate or anything like that. And again, I'm not saying be dishonest in your selling or anything like that. Just realize you don't want to dig down. You don't want to go too crazy with the verification. Just verify stuff to an extent. All right, don't beat around the bush, but as long as you can be like, look, this is verified, and then move on. All right, and that just shows people like, oh, okay, it's verified too, so this isn't something he's just making up or something like that. Because people are always skeptical of someone changing anything or something like that. So there you go.
All the searches I've thrown in, ranking third in Google for, all verified. Now it's even crazier, guys. If we type in an even broader search, if we type in an even broader search, rhinoplasty surgeons in Texas, if we go down just to the second page, you can see the site is already on the second page right here. Find rhinoplasty surgeon for a huge statewide keyword, all within a few days' time, and that's just the power of SEO Zen. It builds sites the way that Google absolutely loves.
One thing I don't know if you can notice, but the sound of the background music, it builds up and builds up by the end of the video, and that's something you might want to notice. And you can just see how I'm controlling emotion with music. All right, and it's really funny to me that people leave music out of their sales videos and stuff like that, because it has a strong attachment to people's emotions. You see people go to concerts and they'll literally beat each other up, the rock music, because it gets them so pumped. Do that with your services and product. Now, I'm not saying like put a guitar solo everywhere, but use it the right way. All right. I use the Final Countdown kind of in a funny way, but it also got people pumped because it's just a song and it's like, kind of like the Magic Show song. So keep that in mind.
Get you links that Google absolutely loves and just ranks sites, period. Honestly, guys, all that was 60 seconds of work, literally 60 seconds of work that you just saw. I don't think it gets any better than that. It's finally time to stop spending so much time trying to create sites that just do not rank. And what I want you to do is hop in on this, because you can enjoy sites that do rank and you can actually start.
So you see right here, I addressed all the problems before. I addressed that they have the problems. I say, look, you've seen that this works. It's time to stop dealing with this crap. All right? Boom, right there. Address the problem. Make them want a solution. Show them a solution. Say, you don't have to have this problem anymore. Really, really simple strategy right there. All right? Address a problem. Make people realize they have a problem. Address why it's a problem. All right? Address why it's a problem. Then offer them a solution. Prove it works. Now, it's a really simple thing. Make people realize they have a problem, then show them that they can have a solution to the problem, show them the solution works, and then tell them they don't have to have the problem anymore. All right? Very, 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 very simple thing to make people go, you're right, I don't have to. Where's the buy button? All right?
Spending more time enjoying making money. So if that sounds good to you, if you liked everything you saw in this video, what I want you to do is go and read about all the cool stuff you're about to get below.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm telling them, because I don't want them to go straight to the buy button, because that won't totally push them over to the sale. What I'm telling them is go read all the fine details now. You see how I got a person really excited about reading fine details in a sales page? Boom, hooked. All right, the biggest mistake people make is they have a sales page and stuff like that, or they have, you know, a sales video and stuff like that, and they start telling them all the fine details before getting them pumped up about the fine details. All right, so you see what I did there? I've got people excited. I said, now that you see how cool this is, go read all the fine details, and then I tell them, then you go hit the buy button. All right? I'm telling them exactly what to do. I'm saying, you go do this right now, and then do this and this. All right, this is very similar to when people opt in with me, and I say, all right, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen. This is what you need to do next. All right, constantly telling people what to do. All right, but you can see really, really simply, this is the key to having a really high converting sales video on any of your sites, businesses, or services, by getting people pumped up before they read your fine details. All right, you want them to watch the video, get pumped up about what they're going to do, then be like, all right, here's all the fine details, and we'll answer all your questions and stuff like that. Because you can't answer all those in a video, and sometimes people need those fine details to make the decision. So with that being said, always just keep in your mind, I want to get people excited about reading the fine details.
When you're done with that, you're going to hit the Buy Now button below. Now, one thing, you need to act now, because if it's launch day, you're going to be getting up to 62% off on SEO Zen.
All right, so what am I doing right here? Why did we have a launch day sale? To increase the urgency to act now. All right, you can never leave people like, hey, look, it's going to be this price later next week. You can never do that. All right, you always have to give people a reason to act now. And if any video you ever ended and there's no reason to act now, you're doing something wrong. All right. So what I'm doing is, look, you're so excited, but you need to take this excitement and act now, because you're going to have to pay way more if you don't do this right now. Boom, excitement, you have to act now, you're going to save money. Read the fine details, hit the buy button. It's a no-brainer at this point. You can see how I've walked people through this entire, arrangement right there, from a person who was just like, well, I don't really have any SEO problems right now, to believing they have an SEO problem, believing they can have a solution, and believing they have to act now. All right, you see all those things I'm getting a person to do. All right, so this is a pretty sweet looking freeze frame right now of my face too.
And during launch week, you're going to be getting half off, all right? And after launch week is done, we are doubling the price to $127.
Scarcity, act now. Scarcity, act now. That's how I like to finish a lot of videos. Because once a person is excited, you have to get them to take action. All right. Don't try and get them to take action when they're not excited. That's weird. It's like going up and trying to kiss a girl or something when there's like no excitement or attraction going on. You have to get people excited first, and then they can talk and stuff like that. Anyway.
So go below this video right now and read all the crazy results people are getting and all the cool stuff you're about to hop into. And when you're done doing that, you're going to click the buy button, and that's it. We'll then talk again in a few.
You're going to click the buy button, and that's it. This is it. It's so easy. Click the buy button, and that is it. All right? It's a very powerful thing right there. A lot of times when people pick the buy button, they think there's going to be stuff after them, and after this video there was. However, just click the buy button, and it's that easy, and all your problems are solved. All right? You even want to get down to the point where you're making the buying point just easy. It's like it's instant. Don't worry about it. All right? So keep that in mind.
Seconds as you get instant access to SEO Zen. So you're going to go do all that right now, and I'm going to see you in a few seconds.
All right, so the way I'm talking this video is always presuming that they're gonna buy it. All right, and that it's just like predicting the future. Like, hey, you're gonna buy this. You're gonna buy this. Hey, you're gonna buy this. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna see you in a few seconds. So just go below. You're gonna hit the buy button, and I'll see you there. All right, and people are gonna go, okay, I'm gonna go below. I'm gonna hit the buy button. I'm gonna see Alex in a few seconds. It's literally like I'm taking them on a journey with me. Like, okay, you need to do this right now, and then we're gonna hook up again here in like 2 seconds. All right, so that's kind of how the video closes.
All right, talk soon.
And you can see right here, I end it with claim your free report at the bottom of the page. All right, anybody who was looking for a free report, I got them to watch it till the end of the video. So guys, let's take a step back from the big things we want to take away from this video. All right, I'm going to hop over back to the PowerPoint. All right, guys, so I really want to focus on the big takeaways of this video. I know you just took in a lot of information. Be sure to watch this video again. But if you take in these 5 things right here, you will have 10 times better, higher converting sales. Okay, anything, I guarantee it. All right. Always start off your sales videos with a mysterious, entertaining, or crazy solution, or just a crazy benefit. You notice I'm just like, look, I'm on the first page, and it only took me 3 days and only 60 seconds. No way I got there. No presentation about how it happened. Just, oh my God, it's like I found gold sitting in my bedroom the other day. All right, people were like, well, how'd you find gold there? Tell me the story of how this happened. Okay, I will. All right, that's exactly where you want to go with that kind of stuff right there. Now, you also want to always have a crazy promise. I'm like, look, I have gold sitting in my bedroom too, but I'm going to show you how I did that by throwing my oven across the room. All right, just wait, what? I'm going to show you how I did that with one phone call. What'd you do on this phone call? All right, boom, we got a story that's about to be told. All right, now, all right. You must have attention to be understood. Now, one of the best ways that I kind of left out right here is to make a person, just make a made-up problem, issue, or anything like that, and use people's self-interest to create interest. All right, say, all right, look, 95% of people are suffering from this. 95% of people have this problem. 95% of people don't know they have this issue. And these 5 questions can let you know if you have this issue. It's the best way to make people get their attention. On top of that, when I was doing the attention, remember the WTFT disorder, me wearing a suit, all right? Everything about that was just over dramatic and just really obnoxious. Me making frowny faces in the camera, stuff like that. The reason why I did that the whole entire time is not to be funny, not to be anything, all right? And you don't have to be funny in your sales videos to get them to sell. I just like that. It's more entertaining for me. You need to do that to get people's attention, all right? Have that benefit, but then you got to hook their attention, all right? If you just hook into, well, we got this crazy product that just solves all your shit instantly, people are going to be like, oh, all right, I see where this is going. But when you have people's attention, all right, you have that. And remember, when you have their attention, throw in the powerful statements, like we're an authority, we have this much stuff, we're this awesome, all right? If you're doing it for like a local construction company, be like, we at McFarts Co., all right, one of the biggest construction consulting companies in Texas, all right, and there's only like probably 3 of those, so you can be one of the biggest ones instantly. Do not believe you should be suffering for this problem. Just stuff like that. Have people's attention and throw out those authority statements. Then what you want to do, now that you have a person's attention, it's time to do the sales process. Present a problem. Make a person realize they have a problem. One of my best ways to do that is to present a problem and say, look, if you have any of these 5 things or anything that will always relate to them, if they're an SEO, they're going to have those problems. If you have 5 of these problems, then you're suffering from this. You don't have to have these problems. All right? If you have any of these problems, then you're having any problems and it's going to make you an ineffective SEO. You see how I go and say, look, ask yourself these 5 questions. If you have this problem, and it's making you an ineffective SEO. All right? Awesome, just like that. All right, that's a great way. But present a problem, make a person realize they have the problem. All right, you have to make a person realize they have a problem or they're not going to want to solve it. All right, then show them a solution that works. That's just the best thing. All right, it gets even simpler. I've always saw like a sales process. It's just like, look, tell them what you got, show them what it does, tell them what to do. All right, if you can really break down any sales video to that, always focus on that. If it escapes those goals, you're screwed. Anyways. That's what you want to do. Present the problem, make a person realize they have a problem, and then show them a solution that works. Once they realize they have a problem, they have a desire to fix it, show them a solution that works, and then tell them they don't have to deal with it anymore. All right? More so, all right, tell them they have to act now or tell them what to do. All right? You don't have to deal with it anymore. Go here to solve it. All right? Then what you want to do, remember, make your presentation a magic show with time limits and game show-like elements. All right? Throwing in stuff like that, limits, fireworks and stuff like that, makes your presentation of your product exciting. It makes people want to be a part of it, and it creates that interest that usually presentations lack. Right? Usually when you get to a product demonstration, it's really boring. All right? What I encourage you to do, go and watch like OxyClean commercials way back in the day. Go back and watch the guy like that, the scrubber, or the I forgot what it's called, the ShamWow. All right, they make it like a magic show. All right, so use game show like elements and time limits to make your presentation more interesting and exciting. All right, then at the end of it, there must always be a reason to act now. All right, where it is, the price is going up. You'll get a special price right now. We only have 20 spots left. There has to always be a reason to act now. All right, we're taking this offer down in 30 minutes. All right. There must always be a reason to act now. And what you really want to do on that, you don't want to go and create fake scarcity, all right? Because people can smell it a mile away. Do what whenever you create a product, figure out some way to create some form of scarcity, whether it's they're going to miss out on a bonus, they're going to miss out on something, a free consulting session. There must always be a reason to act now. A lot of times people just won't act now even if they're interested and they just never come back to it. So with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this blueprint. If you have any feedback or anything, hit me up in the forums and I'll knock it out. Like always, this is Becker, and I'll catch you later.